I'm Jeff Lacey with Focus CFO. For those of you that aren't aware of what we do, we provide part-time CFO services to small and medium-sized businesses. I want to take a couple minutes today and talk to you about budgets and forecast. If your business uses budgets and forecast, I'm pretty sure that what you've created for 2020 is probably completely off the rails at this point due to this COVID-19 economic crisis. All the assumptions that you made back at the end of 2019 to determine your forecast probably flew out the window about 2 months ago. So now what do we do? Since a forecast is really an important planning tool that will help drive decision making in the business, we feel it's advantageous to reforecast for 2020 to give a more accurate picture of our current reality. And with that said, we realize that this period of extreme economic uncertainty, to say the least, makes reforecasting very difficult. But it can be done, and we feel it should be done. And here are some things to consider when you're doing your reforecast. Number one, planning has to be dynamic in this environment so we can quickly respond to changes. So we want to do a rolling forecast to make changes, be able to make changes to it as necessary. It's also wise to forecast for different revenue scenarios. At this point, we're not sure what's going to happen with revenue, but I would suggest that you model 2 or 3 different options, possibly a 15% decline, a 30%, and even a 50% decline. This is not the time to be overly optimistic. As a matter of fact, you may even want to be a little pessimistic because you really want to know what your downside is going to be and you want to be able to have a plan to protect the downside. Also, to be able to regularly monitor your numbers will allow you to make adjustments as necessary. Really would put you into more of a proactive position as opposed to a reactive, and we've certainly been in enough reactive situations over the last couple months. Also, it's going to help you determine clear thresholds that will trigger specific actions by your management team based on what may happen if you hit those thresholds. And it's probably going to have to do with cost cutting and additional belt tightening if you get to that point. Also consider some KPIs that you should be monitoring on a weekly basis. That'll tell you in real time how the business is doing. You may consider labor utilization, inventory turns, daily sales, or day sales outstanding, obviously determining how much cash you're getting in each day. And update this as frequently as necessary to stay current, weekly at the outset. This tool really should help you determine your liquidity needs. It also will help you prioritize your spending and allocate your resources through this crisis, and it'll help you get to a point where you're going to be successful in the long term. If there's anything at all or any questions that we can answer for you, please reach out to us. We'd be very happy to set up a web meeting or anything else that we could do to help you. Thank you very much.